G'day ladies and germs, Connor here from C-Dubs Media, back with another video. And today we're doing my full review of the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 2. So without further ado, hit the like button and the subscribe button and let's get stuck into the video. Let's go. Now, like with most reviews that I do, I always like to start talking about the build and design of the product. And I'm going to do that here with the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 2. Firstly, you get a nice looking case, nice and round, fits in the pocket, no sharp edges, nothing to catch on. That's a good start. Then we have the lid. Now, how often do you open a pair of earbuds and the lid is flimsy and loose? Well, that's not the case here. It's nicely built. I really do like that. Then we get to the earbuds, and they're coming in at 14% thinner and 9% shorter. So that's a fair bit of size shaved off the earbuds compared to the originals. Now the case is also 11% smaller than the originals. So again, more weight and bulk shaved off to make it easier for you to manage. Now the earbuds are easy to use. There is like a slide up or down to adjust the volume, one pinch to play, pause or end a call. And there is also an adjust and hold button to cycle through your active noise cancelling situation. So really well thought out there. Then we have three colors. We're talking silver blue, silver frost, and ceramic white. I all think they're pretty subtle, but nice metallic look to them. They look pretty sharp. Now quickly, before I forget, currently these are retailing for $349. That's a recommended retail price. And if you buy one now, you actually still get a Huawei Joy speaker to the value of $229. And Huawei Lost Care is currently at $64.50. That's half price. Links down below, make sure you pick them up. Now for me, one of the biggest design changes that I like is that they actually have a center of gravity that sits on the inside of the ear, not on the outside. And what does that mean? It means they're going to stay in your ear longer. Now I have done heaps of running in these, running from 5 to 10 kilometers at a time, and I've never had to push them back in once, like not even adjust them. They go in, they stay in, and I run, and that's it. They just stay in. So that's really good. So needless to say, they stayed in while I was cycling, they stayed in while I was commuting, and also when I was traveling. And the more vigorous I was, the more they stayed in. So I don't know how they did that, but I think that center of gravity has got something to do with it. Now they do come with 3 ear tips, so you can put the right on to fit to your ear, and then the app does let you test that fitting to see if it's correct for you, and you can readjust the earbuds or put on a bigger ear tip. For me, I went with the largest ear tip, and then to put the earbuds in, I would anchor them in and then just rotate them forwards a little bit, and then they were securely in place. Now, when we're talking audio experience, there's a lot to cover here. And if you're not really an audiophile, you might be like sort of going, oh, what does all this mean? I'm going to try and break it down. Now, normally earbuds have one driver, and it's normally around 10 millimeters. Now, these buds are dual magnetic drivers, and they come in at around 11 millimeters. So definitely bigger than what the others are offering. Paired that with their planar diaphragm, and you're getting a true-to-life experience. And that's what Huawei are claiming. To take it out of those technical terms and just save it, it is a really pleasant listening experience. Whether I'm listening to music, running, podcasts on the train, or watching Netflix on a plane, the experience has been really good with just solid acoustics and a really comfortable fitting experience. Now that technology I was talking about enables the earbuds to give you a good solid experience across all different frequencies. So whether you're talking on the phone, listening to R&B, hip hop, heavy metal, or country and western music, you're going to have a really good experience. So no matter the genre of music, you're going to have a really solid listening experience. Now there is a really simple and intuitive equalizer built into the app, which you can download. Now if you're using Apple, you can just download the Huawei AI Life app from the App Store. And if you're using Android, you do have to download the APK and install it that way, which is pretty simple. Once set up on either device or either platform, the experience is just the same. And you can also add up to 2 equalizer settings and store them. So some good customizability there. And I really do appreciate being able to add your own in. Now these are very adaptive as well. They do adapt to your ear canal, they do adapt to your surroundings, and they do adapt to the volume and the type of music you're listening to. So very adaptive and dynamic. I think you're going to appreciate that. Now you can get audio transmission rates here of up to 990 kilobytes, and it also delivers that in a lag-free way. So when what you're watching on your screen is what you're hearing through your earbuds. Now these have noise cancellation of up to 47 decibels, which cancels out a lot of noise. And I can assure you, I just took a 5-hour flight and I was testing out the Beats Fit Pro by Dre and comparing them to the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 2. And the FreeBuds Pro 2 were miles ahead of the ones by Dre. Like the FreeBuds Pro 2 here were just kicking butt. Literally, I was locked into what I was watching on my phone. There was so much of the outside world was blocked out. I couldn't hear people talking. The drone of the plane was almost non-existent. I was in my own little world watching the content I wanted without interruption. So that was really pleasant. Definitely a step ahead. I mean, these are better than the Pixel Buds Pro. These are better than the Beats Fit Pro by Dre. Like, these are just better in so many ways. Now, these do have 3 microphones that help with that. Grab the sound we don't need and turn it away from the earbud. So that's what creates that active noise cancellation. And there is 4 modes for noise cancellation. Now, let me get this right. We have Ultra mode, General mode, Cozy mode, and Flight mode. And that Flight mode, it just totally blocks out that flight. I mean, it didn't even feel like I was flying in a noisy plane. So I really appreciate that effort that Huawei's gone into there to give you those different options. So definitely active noise cancellation 2.0, 47 decibels of noise gone, 4 different modes. It's just a really awesome experience. Battery life. A single charge from the case to the earbuds can last you 6.5 hours, but will last you roughly 4 hours with active noise cancelling on. Now, like I said earlier, I spent 5 hours on one flight and I did need to charge them a little bit, but I was testing between 2 different types of earbuds. So that was true to its word. And then on the way back, it was a 4-hour and 20-minute flight, and they went flat as we were landing. So that is true to its word there. And I think there's 6.5 hours of playback. Now, you can probably stretch it a little bit more, but it seems pretty accurate to what they're claiming here. So in total, the buds and the case will give you 18 hours with ANC on or 30 hours with ANC off. Each earbud is 55 milliamp hour capacity of battery life, and the charging case is 580 milliamp hour, so plenty of juice there. Another thing that I really do love about these is that the audio quality is consistent right through the volume spectrum. So even at the high end, you're still getting some really good audio quality. Now for gaming and watching content, low latency is definitely supported here, and my experience is that there's no real lag. Now, but it's really low latency as well. For me, no issues with the latency when playing games or watching content. There's just no delay or lag there. So happy to have that. It's really cool. They are IP54, so you can get a little bit of sweat and rain on them. You wouldn't go overboard with the water resistancy, as it is IP54, not IP68 or 67. But they've really gone here with the overall experience, where some might be more rugged but don't sound as good. But here you get the best of both worlds. Now, as I just mentioned earlier in the video, you can actually pick these up for $349, and Huawei are currently throwing in the Huawei Joy speaker, valued at $229, and you can also get Huawei Lost Care at $64.50 instead of $129. That's a replacement earbud for half price. Links down below. So I think the main things that I'm getting out of here is the listening experience is like true to life. It's dynamic, it's adaptive, it really is true to life, and the technology speaks for itself. So there's 3 microphones, that 11mm dual magnetic drivers, the planar diaphragm, all of this adds up to a really good true to life experience. Crystal clear calls as well. Now, I'm not a big talker on the phone, so I don't use earbuds too much for making calls, but the ones I did, people couldn't tell that I was on earbuds. No one was asking me, oh, gee, can you speak up? Or I can barely hear you. All those problems that you can get with earbuds and Bluetooth speakers and Bluetooth receivers and all that sort of thing. No issues with the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 2. And then that noise cancelling, 47 decibels, 4 different modes you can put it in. For me, it was one of the best flights I've had flying from Perth back to Brisbane with these headphones on. It was truly just block everything out, get lost in my content. And that's how you want to be when you're using active noise cancelling. So I think there's some really good things here. Now, if you have any questions about these, let me know in the comments down below. I really would appreciate your interaction on this video. And also, if you think I've helped you with this video, there is an option there to hit the thank you button and donate to the channel.